Hi, I want to talk now about damage caps. We've talked about this before, but I want to specifically couch it in terms of the quality of human life and the value of human life. The $250,000 non-economic damage cap that is proposed by the proponents of tort reform, issue number 4 on this November's ballot that you should vote no for, the non-economic damage cap really negatively impacts certain of the most vulnerable citizens in Arkansas. And let me explain. Again, economic damages are lost wages, medical expenses, and things that we can, show with bills and tax returns and things like this, documents. But non-economic damages are the most important of damages. The emotional loss that one feels when they lose their wife, when they lose their child, when they lose their elderly mother or father in a nursing home because of clear negligence. Those damages, the grief that we carry for the rest of our lives, that's what they want to cap at $250,000. And it's just not fair. But it's not fair specifically because it negatively impacts some of the most vulnerable citizens in Arkansas, like the elderly. A 93, 85-year-old mother in a nursing home that is badly malnourished and neglected because the nursing home was trying to maximize their profits by understaffing their nurses in some rural nursing home. That sort of clear negligence and horrific type kind of case results in your mother's extended suffering, pain, discomfort, and then she finally passes away. And they, the proponents of issue number 4, want to cap those damages at just $250,000. Again, to make sure that the nursing home maximizes its profits and isn't held accountable for their poor staffing. The elderly are some of the most vulnerable citizens in our state. But this also applies to other people like children. Children don't have a lost wage. 4-year-old girls don't work for a living. When they pass away, an attorney like me can't assert their lost wages. If they pass away quickly because of the medical malpractice, they don't have any medical expenses that we can assert. But the parents are left behind, and their siblings are left behind with the hole in their life when a 4-year-old girl passes away. Again, the proponents of Proposition 4, issue number 4, want to cap those damages at $250,000. A jury could better hear the evidence and look at the medical records and hear the grief of the family and assign a reasonable value to that injury. That's the way it's always been done in America. But in states that pass tort reform, it's the legislators that pass this law because they have been receiving contributions from special interests like insurance companies, nursing homes, and hospital corporations. The other most valuable and most vulnerable part of our citizenry that is negatively impacted by this are stay-at-home mothers. Mothers that choose to stay at home, and by the way, nowadays even some fathers that choose to stay at home, not have an employment, not have a job, not have a lost wage claim should they be victims of medical malpractice. And they're doing that to take care of our children and sometimes our elderly parents. Their lives are minimized. So quality of life is what I wanted to talk about and the value of that human life. When these special groups like the elderly and the children of Arkansas and the stay-at-home moms and the stay-at-home dads, when they pass away as a result of medical malpractice, the proponents of Proposition 4 want to minimize the value of their life. It's just not fair.